H1B, H1B, 100K fee, eliminating it, merit-based system. But do you want to know the only one major H1B change that has actually been implemented? The one change that has led to a drop in applications by 50%. In 2023, there were 7,58,000 H1B applications, which dropped to about 3,50,000 in 2024 because of this one change, the only actual one that has been implemented that is major. Now, stay tuned to the rest of this video to find out what exactly that change is. 2024 Trump administration, anti-immigration, all of that talk is going on. But this change that actually led to the biggest drop in H1B applications happened during the Biden regime towards the end. This is the original merit-based implementation of the H1B. And let me tell you the backstory to that. Now, before this change that was implemented in 2023, H1B visa applications did not have to come through with one ID. Therefore, there were organizations and companies that were filing multiple H1B petitions on the behalf of the same candidate. Now you know that the H1B is a lottery based system, and therefore, if there are multiple applications for the same candidate, the odds of getting picked become higher. But wait, what is the funda with these multiple applications? Who does it? Well, it is typically job consultancies. You will have to know that a large majority of students going to US universities, unlike the audience of Gradvine, who often target good universities, they are going to very poorly reputed universities, sometimes even shell universities that are just a simple single building where no real education is taking place just for the sake of immigration. Now, increasingly over recent years, and as it's going to be in future years as well, unless you go to a well-reputed university, once again, doesn't have to be an Ivy League or a top 10 or something very expensive, a decently reputed one. If you don't go to one of those for a program that is in demand in the job market, then getting a legitimate full-time job is going to be very difficult. And this, like I said, are the vast majority of the students going to the States, and they're the ones struggling for jobs. Generally, what happens is when these folks don't find offers on the OPT with a legitimate employer who's willing to file the H1B, they go to job consultancies. The entire existence of job consultancies in the US has been to provide employment so that the OPT status is activated. And in fact, the student does not get paid a salary, they pay the job consultancy a certain amount so that they can be put on some sort of a payroll. Now, these consultancies outsource your skills or you for jobs which require very little skill in a variety of different organizations. And these job roles will have nothing to do with what you studied in your master's degree, but they will be able to file the H1B on your behalf. All right, just a pause now. So, are you finding this video useful? And are you tired of all these rumors and articles and unverified facts being forwarded on various forums through relatives and whatnot? Well, if you want your one source for legitimate information on studying abroad, you can schedule a free consultation call with my team at www.gradvine.com or using the link in the description. Additionally, we have WhatsApp communities where I will be present, and there will be mentors from all over the world who will be answering your queries about studying in whichever country, whether it's the US or anywhere else. And this will be real on ground updates, real news backed by facts every single day. So join our groups and schedule your consultation calls with us now. Now, before this change, what was happening was there were multiple applications being put because these job consultancies themselves are not legitimate. Therefore, if you go to a proper company, I'm giving the examples of Amazon and Tesla and Meta and all of these places, but there are dime a dozen others that legitimately hire you and put you through the legitimate H1B process. But people who are going through these illegitimate means used to have a significant advantage in the lottery because there are multiple applications on their name. In fact, there have been several reported cases where candidates had 20 different supposed job offers for which H1B petitions were filed on their behalf, increasing their chances 20-fold pretty much. Now, I don't know about you, but no matter how skilled the candidate, 20 plus job offers seems a bit much. So in 2023, the Biden administration decided that from 2024 onwards, each application will have to be tagged with one legitimate ID, which typically for foreigners is their passport. Now, as a result, since there had to be only one application, one ID per applicant, around 408,000 duplicate applications that were present in 2023 typically came down in 2024, and therefore 350,000 petitions were filed, which greatly increased the chances of people filing legitimately to be picked. In fact, the effect of that is starting to show now in the previous quarter, and I will link the article below. Amazon had the maximum number of H1B visa issuals in recent years because more candidates were picked in the lottery. And therefore, if you are going to a good university, and you are going to secure a job through legitimate means, this increases your odds of securing the H1B. So, well, stay tuned to our channel because I'll be bringing you more legitimate, logical, fact and number based news on this evolving situation over the next few months so that you can make a more rational decision. If you watched this video until this point, I'm sure you liked it. Why don't you subscribe?